So Chertsey is a town in England, and it's built around a 6th century abbey. It's there are 3 rivers that run through it, and 5 local pubs, all a stone's throw from each other, and Carlo's Italian Deli. And we live within walking distance to all of this. My husband and I and our 3 children live in a beautiful 5-bedroom house that backs onto a farm with horses. And our children go to a school nearby. And we have relatives that live 5 minutes in one direction and 5 minutes in the other. You know, and anybody would be happy living with all of this, except me. Now, one evening, my husband and I are at the bottom of the back garden, and we're leaning on the fence and looking out at the sky and the horses. And I'm filled with this thought. I'm overcome. And the thought is this the rest of my life? Is this it? In this house? In this town? And the truth is, my eldest son isn't happy. He is being bullied at his school. He comes home most days and he's sad or crying because he's been pushed into the bushes by the bigger boys. You know, he's not accepted. He's living on the outskirts of life, and it's heartbreaking. And my husband's work, you know, his career is suffocating in this country. It doesn't seem that there are any new possibilities for him, and he is so incredibly talented, it just doesn't seem right. And as nice as it is to live so close to family, it's just something's missing. And it feels like everything's on top of us, just like the sky's way too low. Now, I'm American, and my husband is English, and ever since we've been together, there's always been the threat that we might live in the States at some point in our lives. So, you know, we've talked about it on many occasions, but I think after the 3 children and the big, beautiful house that everyone thought we'd settled, I think, you know, we thought we had settled too. But life is for living, so we decide, let's do it. And we start telling everybody, slowly breaking the news. And along the way, I know I'm breaking hearts. Best friends. And it kills me to tell them, but, you know, I'm no stranger to a broken heart because I've had to say goodbye to too many friends and parents too many times. But the truth of the matter is, if I don't do this, if I stay, a part of me is going to wither, no matter how beautiful it all seems. So it's a couple of days before we are getting on the plane to come and look for this new house that we're going to start our new life in. Only my husband's father is in hospital for tests. And it's serious. He's diagnosed with multiple myeloma. It's cancer. Now here comes the real test. Do we decide to do what's right for us, right for our children, or do we do what's expected and stay? And I begin questioning myself. I begin questioning my push, my pull, because I know I'm the driving force here. I want to protect my family. I want what's best for my husband, for my children, and for myself. I want to give us every opportunity for the best possible life that we can have. So we get on the plane, and we are sitting in our seats, and we are holding hands, wondering if what we're doing is right. Is there a right choice? So we decide right there and then, if we don't find a house, the right house on this trip, then we will go back to Chertsey and we will be happy. And we search for over 600 miles in the space of pretty much 6 days, looking. And 2 hours before we are due to be at LAX, we sign lease to our future home. The move is stressful, but very successful. And even though we live in LA, my husband is back in London every month for work, staying with his family. He's there for his dad and his mom and his brother more than if we had stayed. And now I see my children flourishing here. And my eldest son is shining so bright. And my husband is thriving. And me? No, I'm learning. I'm discovering what it's like to truly live and love. And now when I look up at the sky, I feel free. So when it comes to living the life that's expected or living the life you dream, trust the dream.